Hey, what's up YouTube? Harrison here. Today I want to talk about doing nothing. Basically, we don't have our own identity. You gotta do nothing. You gotta find out who you are. You gotta find out what you believe in. You gotta find out if you're really going to law school because you like law, or if your dad's just a lawyer. It's about getting to the center of who you are as a person with the people around me. You can live your whole life and you never know who you are. You're just living somebody else's life. You're mirroring somebody else. You're being what somebody else wants you to be. And it's a tough life. It's a tough way to be. It's a tough way to feel. You're gonna end up finding out that you do so many things I believe you will attain success with, and then once you get that success, it wasn't exactly what you thought it was. Doing nothing is about knowing that when you're in any moment in time, that's a moment you're happy in. Spend 15 minutes out of your day just thinking about it. If you're gonna spend an hour, 2 hours a day over the course of a day sitting on your phone and being filled with other people's wants, with other people's needs. On the Explore page, they want you to be a stock market broker, and then they're telling you how to do it, and it's like, this is so much more complicated than that. You got to dedicate hundreds and thousands of hours to actually know that this is something you even want to do. You can't just be like, okay, well, I see something online and now I can do it. And what's driving these things is not because you want it, not because you're interested in it. It's because these companies need hedge funds. They need brokers. They need real estate agents. They need programmers. They don't think twice. They look at the dollar signs, and they don't think twice if that's something that they even want to do. They just say, "Oh, this is my big break. I can do this." And that's why I find a lot of people, they'll hit big. You know, maybe they'll work for like 5 years, and they'll end up in a completely unrelated field. When I was in band, I went to Italy, and once I went to Italy, I knew I wanted to travel the world. Did I travel the world yet? No, I haven't. It's still there, that wonder, that excitement, that mystique. It's all still there. I spent so much time going into things that are completely unrelated to any of that. Completely unrelated. It's actually kind of funny how I'm not related to any of this stuff. But I figured I scattershotted. I hit everything. And maybe I'll find, by doing all these things, something else. And then I'll be like, oh, I really like this. Front spot, baby. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to take pictures today. This is like the first time in like 3 months. Part of that nothing. I hit my goal, and I thought I was at the top, and it's like, you're just getting started, bro. So let's switch. It's funny to think about. I think I kind of fell into that mentality myself, and why, for me, as much as anybody else, especially since I'm still young, it's good that I finally learned this, because I went to school for programming. I wanted to make video games, and I think I had it all wrong. I was trying to live an idea that you had to know programming, you had to do all the math, you had to go through this path in order to be able to make video games. And instead of focusing on things like drawing and making the characters and learning 3D modeling, I was too concerned with just this idea that I can make so much money. I can go to school. I'm gonna have it all. I'm gonna have the idea. And at the end of it, I pretty much realized that the road really only just begun. I would at this rate, I would never make any of the games I wanted. I would never focus on any of the things I wanted. I was too in it. I was way too in it. I was too focused. I was afraid of failure. I was afraid of letting down this person that I thought I wanted to become, because I made a conscious effort to go down this path. And I mean, even after I went and traveled for a couple years and I went out, I didn't really even realize that at that point, I was just escaping from everything I kind of built up, and I was repressing it, and I was holding on to it completely. I was holding on, and I didn't want to let go, and that was holding me back in every respect, because I didn't just sit and look at who I was and who I was trying to be, and gauge my expectations and engage this person. Instead, I was too concerned with being this idea. I wanted to climb this mountain, but I realized that I wasn't happy doing it. And so even in denial, luckily actually I took this interesting course, multimedia, for a year, and I actually realized that what I like doing is you don't need to program at all. you don't need to program at all, and that was really what got really funny. You have this idea, you really do, because once you become encompassed in something, your mind grabs onto it, and it clings, and it doesn't want to let go. It doesn't want to let go at all. It's in love with the idea that you created. And by God, if this idea doesn't come true, then you're gonna feel soul crushed, because you built it up so much in your head, and it failed to be the reality what you expected it. Because the things we see online, they mold it in a way that looks delicious, it looks inviting, it looks larger than life, and a lot of people don't show you the realities, the true realities of them sitting and doing things that nobody wants to do. I mean, in everything there's going to be things that nobody wants to do, but some things, not everybody's meant to do everything. You can do whatever you want, but it's not going to mean you're going to be happy doing it. It's one of the hardest things you could ever do, to let go. It's even harder even to start to look at yourself and to think about that what you're doing doesn't necessarily even make you happy in any sense. So your mind's a very powerful foe. It's a foe. It's not really, it has your best interests in making sure that you don't change, to protect you, to make sure you don't fall into disarray, to make sure you don't go insane. It protects you from seeing some of the truths that may creep up. You might think, oh, that's interesting, and then you'll write it off as not being important, or you won't think it was something that maybe you should have focused on. Just take the time. I would say work up 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I've started to just sit for an hour and just to look in my mind and see what it shows me, and see what it says, and don't dwell upon it. Just see what it says. Just let it show you, and see if it takes you somewhere. See if it shows you the path. If you fight it, it's only going to become stronger. It's only going to eat you away more, because you to become invested in it. You to become emotional in it. It'll become your light, your fire, your power, your mana. Spend time for yourself. Spend time away from everything, from your friends, from your 9 to 5, from being invested in your vices and being sucked in by the habits that you created, and everything that's what you do, but it's not you. You do these things that you do, but they're not necessarily always you. Someone who's tried to have a voice, who's repressed my own voice, who's tried to speak, who's silenced themselves, isolated themselves, and chose not to speak, chose it as it being a curse, seeing as myself as the enemy of myself. And I locked myself away. I needed no help from anybody else. And for so many years, I let go of myself. I chose to indulge in wallowing and forgoing everything that I was supposed to be. And it's never too late to turn around. It's never too late to get back on track. You may think that you're at the end of your journey, but that's when you know the journey's just begun. So I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you took something away that will give you something to think about later throughout your day, wherever you're listening to this. And I hope I find some way to inspire you to make the changes in your life that you need. This is things that I think about a lot myself. And if I'm thinking about it, then I believe that somebody else might be able to get help from it, and that's why I want to make these videos to share with everybody. Coincidentally, I guess, like this video, which is weird, if you want other people to maybe have the opportunity to see this video, because there's other forces at work that are beyond me. I'm just where it starts. Go ahead and dislike this video if you don't believe in yourself and you want to do whatever you want, which is totally fine. Everyone has their own path. You're gonna find out. I just hope you see before it's too late, and not at the end. Give me nothing worse than see that it happened at the end, that you found out. Go ahead and subscribe for new videos. And thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go continue my journey. Thanks for watching.